Manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7.
Rodgers again now. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Saints 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Brees. And Josh Hill has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now, Brees again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brees, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brees able to hook up with Jared Cook, and the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Again, they'll throw with Brees. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Packers 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
Brings up third down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Incomplete.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. To throw is Breeze. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the...
And this is caught at the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, 64 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Saints 8. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Dean Lowry. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Breeze to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Dean Lowry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down. 3rd and
long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And brought in by the tight end Cook. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was very easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Now Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8.
That's the score. Packers 21, Saints 8. Mason
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now Breeze. Sanders has it over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. The final shot before half for Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breeze going to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And now he'll let this one go. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
For the extra point.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
her attic, the stuff she used to
grandmother did the
preserve.
same. It smelled terrible. Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the